Hey everyone, Christina Del Rey here with your yearly forecast for the year 2021. As always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share please. Enjoy. Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your forecast for the year 2021. We start the year off January 7th with Mars moving into Taurus. Now Mars has been in a part of the sky for you for an unusually long time in the area of children, romance, and creative projects. And here you learned a lot of valuable lessons, and now we're going to move Mars into your 6th house, and you're going to apply some of those lessons that you learned. So Mars in Taurus really has to do with taking action in a new way for ourselves. The 6th house has to do with your health. It has to do with your day-to-day work environment. It has to do with problem solving. And this also has to do with small pets as well. So Mars here is going to be like a new truth for you. So you're putting into action something that you learned from the past 6 months, and you're applying that to your daily life. Now Uranus has been in your 6th house of work, day-to-day work, health, and problem solving. It's been here for a while, and it's been shaking things up. It's been shaking foundations in this area for a while now. And Mars moving here is it's going to make that even more a place where you have to take some kind of action. And this could be action on your health. This could be action on your day-to-day routine. Only you are really going to know what that is. Or maybe, maybe having to do with children, it's going to have to, you have to integrate their daily routine in a different way. Or it could have to do with romance as well. So anyway, once Mars meets up with Uranus, and that happens on January 21st. Just be aware, 20th, I think it is, January 20th. Just be aware that that is like kind of a volatile day. Uranus and Mars tend to, clash when they come together. So, try not to go overboard at work, or, just kind of shake it off. Exercise it out. Exercise is a great way to use this Mars in your 6th house energy. And maybe this is like, kind of a wake-up call for you to take better care of your body, or maybe just to, maybe it's like to reestablish your health routines, like because it is in those everyday habits that we make our life. So, maybe it's time to, put different habits into motion so you get a different result. Okay, so Saturn is newly in Aquarius, and it's in your 3rd house. So it's going to square Uranus 3 times this year, and those dates are February 17th, June 14th, and December 24th, 2021. So this is really an energy that is, it's conflict, and it's the old versus the new. It's what are you going to keep of the old, and what are you going to bring in that's new. So we're letting go of some old ideas, and we are bringing in some new ideas. Well, Saturn is in this 3rd house of yours, and it has to do with the internet. It has to do with communicating with neighbors, siblings, cousins, really any kind of communication. This is also like learning a skill of some kind. So you might be working hard, learning a skill, or committing to working hard to learn a skill. And this is going to square off with Uranus in your 6th house. So, there's some kind of motivation here to learn something new here and to apply it into your day-to-day work. Saturn is asking you to be mature. So this is like mature communication, or learning something and working really hard at it. And Uranus is asking you for freedom. You want freedom in your day-to-day work environment. So how can learning this new skill give you freedom in your day-to-day work environment? Or how can better communication give you freedom in your day-to-day work environment? So something to ponder over the year. Next we have Mercury retrograde in the air signs. So since you are a fire sign, this is going to be great for you. So this is going to be like looking deeply, reviewing ideas, independence versus like, you know, relationship. Like we had Mercury retrograding in the water signs last year, and the water signs are more emotional and looking at feelings, where this is more like independence and quick information, equality. How are people going to be equal? Technology for a sustainable environment, networking. These are all the things covered under the air signs. So January 30th to February 20th, it will be in Aquarius retrograding. And for you, that is that same part of the sky we were just talking about, which has to do with technology, siblings, cousins, neighbors, and also, of course, learning a skill. And then we have May 29th to June 22nd, we have Mercury goes retrograde in Gemini. So Gemini is a part of the chart for you that has to do with relationships. So relationships, what do you want in a relationship? Can you achieve the freedom that you need in a relationship? There's a lot of, you know, there's a lot, if you're in a relationship, there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of, you know, mixing of ideas, relating, you know, establishing independence and equality perhaps. And then on September 26th all the way to October 18th, it's going to be retrograde in Libra. And Libra is a part of the chart for you that has to do with groups that you belong to, or your hopes, wishes, and dreams. So you'll be reviewing that as well, those ideas. And I would say too, you might even look at some of the friends you have and, you know, wonder if you're communicating with them in a way that satisfies you, or a way that you need to communicate. So, okay, so Jupiter, your ruler, Sagittarius, moves into Pisces. So all year long, it's going to be, most of the year, it's going to be in Aquarius, which is great, again, because you're expanding that opportunity to learn a skill or to communicate with your neighbors, cousins, siblings. You know, there's some kind of opportunity there for you. But just very briefly, it's going to move into Pisces, which is a water sign, from May 13th to July 28th. And then it'll go back in at the end of the year, and then that'll kind of give you a glimpse of what's going to happen in 2022. So Jupiter likes Pisces because Pisces is, you know, it is the ruler of Pisces, the ancient ruler. So it's very happy in Pisces, and it likes to expand those blessings. So for you, whatever this is, it's going to be in your 4th house. So, you know, it's also healing too. If you have any healing to do within the home or within family, or, you know, this can be real estate too. This can also be, you know, even like adventures, but at home somehow. But bigger blessings on the home, maybe getting a big home. That could be for some of you. But, you know, whatever this is, it usually brings a healing with it. The only caution with Pisces is that there are no boundaries with Pisces. So when Jupiter gets in there, it tends to expand no boundaries. So I would say, you know, just be careful that you're not having too much fun. You know, have an appropriate, you know, have a limit to drinking and other kinds of behaviors. Just don't overdo it. Have your fun, but don't go crazy. Okay, so now I really would like to look at the eclipse axis for you to see what your year, what kind of changes are coming through the year for you. And this is going to be very big for you with relationships versus the self, okay? So it's like, you know, me in a relationship. So this is very highlighted for you, Sagittarius, this year. So what are eclipses? Well, they're shakeups, right? They reset things. It's crisis, but it doesn't have to be crisis in a bad way. It's just crisis to get you to move and do something. It can be culmination or a reward, and it pushes us into the future. So we have May 26th, we have a lunar eclipse, which is a culmination or an ending in 5 degrees Sagittarius. So this has to do with your body or with the way people see you. So there's some kind of culmination here, maybe reward for how people see you, but be aware that people are going to be looking at you. And if you had some kind of health issue too, sometimes this is like a culminating end to that. So pay attention to that. Always pay attention to the body and just how you are seen. Perhaps you are seen in a new way. And sometimes eclipses too can bring truth out too. So maybe there is a truth that you are sharing with people. June 10th, we have a solar eclipse in Gemini. So this is going to be in your relationship house. So this is a new beginning in a relationship. So single Sagittarians out there, around June 10th, you could find yourself in a relationship of some kind. Yeah, and I think that that's going to be like a theme for you for the rest of the year. And it's going to be like I said, you love your freedom. You are a Sagittarius, so it's going to be like balancing yourself with another, those two things, and being able to, deciding what do you want, how do you want to share your life with somebody, what do you want to keep your own, and what do you want to share. Okay, and then November 19th, we have this one-off eclipse. It's a final eclipse in Taurus, and it's a lunar eclipse, so it's an ending that like empowers. It is square your ruler, so I do think it's going to be important for you, and this has to do with, again, the home. So this could be somebody moving in, you guys. Maybe you're moving somebody in, or you're going into, like, we talked about maybe going into a bigger home, but there's some kind of culmination here of energies that are within the home. And then December 4th, we have a solar eclipse at 12 degrees Sagittarius. So again, the focus is on you as an individual. And this is a new beginning. So whenever the eclipses are in your first house, you're rethinking, how you present yourself to the world. So this could be, you starting a new health regimen. This could be you deciding to, I don't know, maybe you're going into a new career and you want people to see you in a different way. And maybe that's what all those skills are about. So, but anyway, there's some kind of big shift here for you. So pay attention to that all year. And lastly, we have Venus retrograde in Capricorn. This doesn't happen until all the way to the end of 2021, like December 19th-ish. But this happens in a part of the chart for you that has to do with income. So, and it also has to do with self-esteem and resources that you have. So, and Venus is our relationships. So you're reviewing your values, you're reviewing your relationships with others, you're reviewing your attachment to money. Maybe you're reviewing, how your talents relate to money and how you can boost your confidence and make more money as well. So I kind of see this as maybe like setting goals for yourself, because, this year really is all about re-imaging, and there's activity in the work area and there's activity in the relationship area. This is a busy year for you, Sagittarius, but it'll be really good. It'll pay off. Okay, Sagittarius, have a great 2021.